Let's take a look at the AI Lab and how you can use it to customize the engine behind your knowledge agent. Think of the engine like the brain of your AI agent. It receives a question and generates a response. With the new AI Lab feature built into your dashboard, you can now tailor this brain. You can decide how the engine interprets inputs and how it should craft responses, and all through a set of structured rules and guidelines. First, log into your dashboard and head over to the AI Lab section in the sidebar. Here you'll see two areas. One is for system default engines. These are used by your agents out of the box, and they follow predefined instruction you can't edit. Below that, you'll see your custom engines. This is where the engines you've created manually will live. Let's go ahead and create one together. Click Build Your Engine. First, choose the engine type. And in this case, we'll go with Knowledge Agent. Then give your engine a name. I'll call this one Sample Engine. Now you'll see the Guidelines section. This is where you shape how the engine behaves. The first part is the non-editable core rules. These are fixed, enforced by the system, and then ensure that your responses are always grounded in the actual source material. You can review them, but you can't change them. Next, we have the answering guidelines. This is where you define how the AI should structure and present its responses. You can control the tone, the format, even the type of phrasing it uses. This gives you creative freedom to personalize the engine's voice. Then there's the intent guidelines. These help the AI understand what topics or types of questions it should respond to. You're basically setting the boundaries for what your agent is supposed to handle. And finally, the fallback guidelines. These tell the engine what to do when it doesn't have enough information to give a proper answer. For example, you can instruct it to say, the information you're looking for is not available in the referenced articles. On the right-hand side, you've got a real-time simulator. This is where you can enter a test input and preview the output of the engine. You can try different configurations, tweak your guidelines, and instantly see how they affect the response, all before publishing. Let's add an answering guideline together. I can either type it manually or click the Help Me Write button on the right. This opens a panel where I can describe what I want the response style to look like. Let's say I want every answer to start with, "What a great question," and have a sarcastic tone. I just type that in, then click Suggest Guideline. The AI generates a full set of instructions, including writing style, tone, even language patterns. Once I'm happy with it, I click Insert Guideline, and it's now part of my engine. We've already talked about the intent and fallback guidelines, and you can configure those the same way. Now let's try running a test. In the input field, I'll enter a question. What publisher challenges does AI content innovation address? Then I click Run Engine to preview the response. And there it is. Based on the sarcastic style we configured, the engine responds in exactly the tone we wanted. If I'm not satisfied, I can keep adjusting the guidelines until it's just right. Once everything looks good, I click Publish. Now, let's connect this engine to a real knowledge agent. If you haven't created one yet, I've made a separate video on how to do that. You can click the link in the top right corner to watch it. Since I already have a knowledge agent, I'll go ahead and edit it. I'll head to the Define tab, scroll down, and under Select Engine, I choose the custom engine we just created. Now let's see it live. I'll go to an article where this knowledge agent is active. I'll ask the same question. What publisher challenges does AI content innovation address? And here's the response. Written exactly in the sarcastic tone we configured. This is what your users will now see. So to wrap up, the AI Lab gives you full control over how your knowledge agents think and speak. It helps you personalize tone, define domain boundaries, and ensure the engine behaves exactly how you want before you ever hit publish.